Hello?
Mr. Simpkins for you, sir.
Send him in, please.
Morning, Mr. Fishbine.
Morning, Simpkins. Come in, please.
Yep.
Sit down, please, Simpkins.
Yep.
Simpkins, how long have you been with us now in this office as an accountant?
Well, 5781. It's 24. It's 24. 8,760. That's on the credit side. And then we take away weekends. That's 728. And the bank holidays 1, 2, 6. So it's 854. 7. That's 7,906 days net, sir.
I see, Simpkins. I think it would be fair to say, would it not, Simpkins, that you are just about the most boring man I have ever met in my whole life.
Yes, that's quite correct. I am, sir. Yes.
You are tedious to a degree I have not hitherto thought possible.
Yes, I quite realise that, so I do try very hard not to be tedious, but I am by nature a very dull person, you see, so I've tried to analyse what it is about me that makes me so insipidly boring, but I've failed to isolate the exact root cause of the problem and thus make amends in some form for my singly unexcitable aspect of my general demeanour, which characterises the innate reserve I have in my approach to life.
Shut up! You're a social failure, Simpkins.
Yes, sir.
You are a boring, dreary, piddling little drone whose long and dismal career has contained no fun whatsoever. Your drab life revolves around the singularly drab and boring profession of accountancy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, even your name, Simpkins, is boring.
Yes, sir.
Don't keep agreeing with me, Simpkins. Don't keep agreeing with me. That in itself is boring.
Yes, I couldn't agree with you more, sir. I was only saying the same to Simpkins of invoicing the other day when I was talking about the downturn investment potential of unit trusts, sir, which...
Shut up about the downturn of investment of unit trusts. How can you refer to anybody as Simpkins of invoicing?
I beg your pardon, sir?
She's your wife, Simpkins. Can't you use her first name?
That is her first name.
Married life with you two is one long round of impetuous hysteria.
Oh, no, I wouldn't go so far as...
Have you any children?
2.4, sir.
2.4?
Yes, we've got a boy and a girl and another one on the way, sir.
How old are the children?
Well, Perkins is 13 and Wilkins is nearly 11, sir.
Well, that's 3 times you haven't been boring at least.
Yes, I have no complaints from my lady wife, so mind you, she was asleep at the time, so I suppose that's...
Tell me, Simpkins, when you go home at night, I mean, what do you do to relax? I mean, how do you let your hair down?
Well, watch television sometimes, sir. I watch Blue Peter or The Weatherman, nothing too racy, you know what I mean.
Do you have any pets at all? I expect you might have a vulture or a black mamba.
I've got a little tiny budgie, sir.
Oh, wonderful, you've got a little tiny budgie.
Yes.
And what is the tiny budgie called?
Tompkins, sir.
Tompkins Simpkins.
Yes.
And tell me, Simpkins, do you allow your children, Perkins Simpkins and Watkins Simpkins, play with the budgie Tompkins Simpkins? Or do you leave that to your wife, Simpkins Simpkins?
I beg your pardon, sir?
Simpkins, have you ever smiled? Do you ever smile?
Oh, yeah, I smile all the time, sir.
Would you please smile for me then now?
Oh, I hardly think in office hours that would be the thing.
You hardly think in office hours that would be the thing. Yes. I am going to make you smile for me, Simpkins. If it is the last thing I do, I am going to make you smile. You hear that? You're going to have the time of your life.
Will that be all then, sir?
No, it will not be all. Why don't you once do something different? Just once! Do something different and outrageous. Just come in the morning and grab the tea lady and make mad, passionate love to her on top of the tea trolley.
They'll squash all her eclairs, sir.
Never mind her eclairs. Just do anything.
Yeah.
Something different.
I will. I'll try to do my very best.
Well, just get out.
Yes,
get out of here.
I'll get out, sir.
Before you drive me mad with boredom. You all right, Doris?
Yes. Would you like a chocolate eclair?
You know we live in the same sort of house?
Yeah?
Same road, same shape, same size rooms?
Yeah?
Well, you know when you papered your front room, you told me you bought 8 rolls of wallpaper?
That's right, yeah?
Well, I just papered her front room.
Oh, yeah?
I bought 8 rolls of wallpaper. When I finished, I had 2 over.
That's funny. So did I.
Good evening to you and welcome what promised to be but doesn't seem to have turned out that way, an interesting series of old film clips. And when I say old, do I mean old? Well, I suppose I do really, otherwise I wouldn't have said it. Discovered recently behind a stack of toilet rolls in the private loo of the head of drama, BBC One, old, faded and cracked, but then who isn't? Nevertheless, we thought it worthy of an airing. It features Arthur Halliday, the vagabond lover, who toured the music halls with one of the first one-man shows ever, so called because that was usually the size of the audience. A great favourite with the ladies, he was a very upright, forthright and downright disgusting character who lived to a ripe old age, getting riper as he got older, until he finally died of drink, women and horses at the age of 63. He was to have been buried in a pauper's grave, but the pauper objected, so he had to have one of his own. Here he is, in his prime, in 1932, singing his most popular ballad, Life's Highway. See how it grabs you, and what's more important, where.
I travel along life's highway, never a worry or care I wander through every byway, hoping that I may not fall. You never will hear me grumble, no, everything's fun for me. You never will hear me stumble, hop and skip, and I'm free. Racked with pain and misery, don't let go. Take a hop and a skip like me. Only brings grief and sin. Just so long as the day is sunny, I'll simply face it and look clean. I never know where I'm going. Just so long as the grass is growing, there's no point in knowing and no fear. Don't let trouble come and fancy free. Leave your worries far behind you. Take a hop and a skip on a jump like me.
Where's the food, my dear? We seem to have been waiting an extraordinary amount of time. Honestly, this new butler, though damned erratic. Wait for hours, and all the food seems to come at once. He's damned impudent to boot as well. So
Oh, do you think so, dear? He's always very polite to me.
he may be to you, but he's damned impudent to me, dear. So,
Your game, milady?
I say, Blenkinsop, will you hurry along with my roast pork, there's a good soul, and make sure it's a nice fatty piece, will you? See that? Damn well ignoring me.
Don't make such a fuss. He's very efficient.
Maybe to you, dear, to me he's damned impudent. So.
You're fat, my lord.
See what I mean, dear? I shall have to sack him.
Steady on. We've enough servant trouble as it is. The handyman about to leave us, and the plumbing's in a terrible state.
Reminds me, dear, I must talk to you about the lavatories. They've all gone sort of...
You're sweet, my lady. You're nuts, my lord.
Cheeky swine. How am I supposed to open these?
You're crackers, my lord.
Ed does it, dear. Staff shortage or no staff shortage, he goes.
Well, you know best, dear. What were you saying about the lavatories?
They're broken, dear. Out the water. Up the spout, down the drain.
What? And we've sacked the handyman? How are we going to manage?
You're pale, my lady. You're potty, my lord.
Thank you. I was rummaging through a box of old documents the other day. Forget what I was looking for. No, I don't. I'd had a little tiff with my wife. And there was a little bit of high-spirited name-calling, and I had stormed out of the room to fetch my birth certificate. Actually, I never did find it, I'll be honest with you. When I asked my mother, she confessed that when I was a baby, I was so ugly. Now, I know that's hard to believe, I know you'll say, oh, never. I was so ugly that I never had a birth certificate. I had an invoice. And she told me a little story about once when she took me on a bus. The conductor came along, for the fares, and he looked at me and he said to my mother, Mrs., he said, that's the ugliest child, he said, I've ever seen. He said, a joke is a joke, but that child, he said, is frightening. So she got rather upset, and started having a few tears. So she said, stop the bus, I want to get off. And the conductor said, with pleasure. And she got off, and she takes a seat on this little seat, naturally, which is the best place to take a seat. She took a seat outside a public house, still crying. With me in the house. You should see them all here, all heartbreaking. Anyway, she's still sitting there a few minutes, and she's making so much noise that a man comes out of the pub and he says to her, what's the matter? Well, see, she's so upset that she can't speak. So he says, stay there and I'll get you a drop of something to cheer you up a bit, you see. So he goes back into the pub and he comes out and he said, here you are, missus, he said, I've got you a nice brandy and some nuts for the monkey. So you see, as a child, I led a very, very sheltered life. But I was fortunate that the first school I ever went to was a pretty soft school, for pretty soft kids. Good heavens, at St. Pansy's Primary, you could have a reign of terror with a balloon on a stick. Well, we were paying protection money to the brownies. I've got a picture at home of us all sitting there like this, when I was the captain of the school embroidery team. We were so sensitive, that when the teacher said, ding dong dell, the pussy's down the well, 6 of us fainted. I remember that the worst thing that could happen to you at St. Pansy's was to be selected for the school football team, On a good day, we used to lose about 100-0. The forwards all used to play a system, they'd always used to play a system that if you didn't go near the ball, you couldn't get hurt. And our goalkeeper never had a chance. He could only ever get one hand to the ball, because his mother would be holding the other one. Now, the last game I ever played in was against the local team, St. Margaret's. My, they were big girls. I think some of them had never seen a boy before, and when they ran onto the field and caught our winger and tried to take him to pieces to see how he worked. Poor Larry Grayson's never got over it. Anyway, that really has nothing to do with what I was going to tell you about. What I was going to say was that while me and the au pair were up in the attic looking through these old papers, you know, the au pair came across. And, sorry, that's rather an unfortunate phrase. She came over, she had found the old invitation, an old invitation to an old boys' annual reunion at my old school, my senior school, the old Martin Bormann Comprehensive. Now, that was one of the most exciting evenings I can ever remember. It all started very formally, all very formally. We all sang the school song, Lily of Laguna. And then the headmaster led us into 3 cheers for penicillin. And one thing I shall always remember about Dr. Rackman, that if he thought one of his pupils was emotionally disturbed, he used to sit the lad down in his study and get down a great volume entitled Child Psychology and hit him on the head with it. You could always tell the emotionally disturbed kids. They had shorter necks than the others. Anyway, this is what I was coming up to. It was at the reception afterwards that I met this fantastic girl. Beautiful face, fantastic figure. I said, "Can I buy you a drink?" She said, "No, thank you, I don't drink." I said, "Smoke?" She said, "No, thank you, I don't." I said, "Can I take you home?" She said, "Yes, please," she said. So we get to her house about 10 minutes later, and we're standing in the doorway, see, and I said, "You are the most wonderful girl I've ever met. You don't drink or smoke. You're beautiful, wonderful sense of humor, intelligent." She said to me, "Yes," she said, "I am also very passionate," she said. Would you like to come in?" Well, she opened the front door, and there, lying in the hall, was a dead horse. I said, "What's that?" She said, "I never said I was tidy, did I?"
I say, Humphrey,
What is it, Godfrey?
it says here, a firm bust in 4 weeks.
Well, that's nothing. My brother's firm went bust in a fortnight.
No, it's an advert for women.
Well, don't answer it, old chap. You got one. Talking of women, have you seen the new maid in the bar?
Yes, I have. I've seen better legs on a piano. And with a piano, you get one extra. Bit of a gold digger, too, you know.
Really?
Yes, oh yes. I can read women like a book.
What system do you use?
Braille.
The trouble with life is, you know, when you're young, you can't afford women, and by the time you've got money to burn, the fire's gone out.
Like my brother. He still chases his secretaries around the desk, but he can't remember why.
Remember last time we explored the fossilized horse droppings of Mesopotamia? And we were able to deduce from their shape, frequency, and general condition that King Solomon had at least 3 more concubines than he could handle in a leap year. Today we turn to the Orinoco Basin in the pre-Jurassic menopause. A place where until recently the hand of man had never set foot. Here's a model in plasticine, naturally because it's a plasticine period, showing how America and South Africa and Finland were joined together before they were thrown apart by a giant pre-Jurassic volcanic belch. To form what we know today as the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and Staines Reservoir. It's my belief that just before the 2 continents parted, a giraffe was standing on this very crack with 1 foot on one side and 3 feet on the other. How do we know this? Because we found half a giraffe in South Africa, half a giraffe in Finland, and this bicycle wheel in Staines Reservoir. Now here we have a map of the Pernambuco Trench as it was at the time of King Popocatépetl the 19th. And what does this tell us? It was here that we discovered the most significant find of our dig so far. Lice in the beds. Archaeology can be fun. Now here on the map there occurred an event that was to make us all redraw the maps of the region. It was a giant porcupine that ate all the previous maps. Now here, on this new post-porcupine map, we went up the river Twa and up the Twing and around the Ong. And here, in this shallow depression, we found this. No, we didn't find that. That's my dressing room key. We found this. We found this. Now, to Professor Beard of Gideon Park University, it's just a rusty nail. To me, it's an open sesame of the most intimate harems of the court of King Popocatépetl the 12th to the 21st inclusive. Except, of course, the 16th, who was a poofta. What other evidence have we got? Well, what is this? Quite clearly, it is a ceremonial earring worn by an early pre-prandial virgin of the Machu Picchu. She went on her way, quite naked, to take part in the ceremony of the consummation of the sun god Squib and the opening of the anteater shooting season. Why only one earring? Professor Hump of Harlow Newtown University suggests that this is a red herring. Nonsense. I say she wore the red herring in her other ear. Here is an artist's reconstruction of a young pre-prandial virgin wearing her ceremonial regalia. There she is. Hey, what a prickly pair. A priceless find, but there was even better to come. Now, what is this? Professor Heap of Basildon University states that this is part of David Bellamy's tent from the 1973 expedition, when he was accompanied by Magnus Pike, Terry Wogan and a gorilla. Professor Mound of Clacton University says bucket. Now, it's not part of a tent, it's not part of a canvas bucket, it is no less than King Popocatépetl jockstrap. Or as Dr. Spooner would say, King Jockopatépetl popstrap. Now, the point is, how was it held up? Elastic was unknown, chewing gum was unheard of, indeed unchewed, except for the inhabitants of a pre-Iron Age tribe of hunters and potters confined to a small area in the southeast, now known as Surbiton. This, which Professor Heap thinks is a guy rope, was clearly the world's first and most primitive suspender. Its failure is self-evident. How then did the king hold it up? He held it up with the nail. It all fits in, you see. But the nail fell out, and the naked king cavorted with his naked virgins, clad only in their earrings and their herrings. Now, how can we conjure up this picture of writhing naked bodies glistening with sweat from these few relics? Is it the wondrous science of archaeology, or should I be back on the tablets? Perhaps we'll never know. Next week, a moss-covered bulldog clip and initiation orgies among the South Atacama virgins, live from the car park at the back of Tesco's. Good night.
Let me get another drink. Thank you very much. Hello, dear. How are you? Enjoying yourself? Yes, you have.
Very nice, it's a very nice party.
Oh, thank you, Robert.
I wonder if I might use your bathroom. You know.
Yes, certainly. Yes. It's up the stairs, first on the right and the last on the left.
Thank you very much.
I say it's a funny time to be having a bath, isn't it? Wouldn't you prefer a drink?
No, I'm not going to have a bath. I just...
Oh, I see. Well, there's nothing else much you can do in there. There's just a bath in there, you know.
Just a bath?
Yes.
No other things?
No.
Oh. Only I rather wanted to, see a man about a dog.
Well, old Griffith over there, he's a vet.
No, not a real dog.
Oh, I see.
No, I just wanted to sort of, wash my hands and generally, go upstairs.
Oh, well, there's no need to go upstairs. You can wash them in the kitchen, no doubt.
No, I hardly think that would be right, surely. I wanted to use the smallest room.
Yes, well, that would be Camilla's bedroom, but she's asleep at the moment. I mean, there is a little brush cupboard under the stairs, if you like.
No, you don't seem to understand what I mean, If I said I wanted to inspect the plumbing, would you understand what I meant? If I wanted,
yes?
Well, that's what I want to do. I want to inspect the plumbing.
But you'd get filthy out.
No, you don't. I'm going to be absolutely frank with you. I want to do ones.
Ones? Yes, ones. Ones what? What do you mean, ones what? Ones. Ones, number ones. I want to do number ones. I want to be excused. I want to spend a penny. I want to go to the lavatory. Yes, I want to go to the lavatory. Well, why didn't you say so? Julia, Robert wants to go and sit on the donut in Granny's greenhouse.
Didn't old Charlie go down to doctor's with his ears?
That's right, yeah.
Daft, wasn't he?
Eh?
Daft.
Yeah.
Did the doctor improve his hearing then?
Must have done. He just heard from his brother in America.
Hello, Simon. Hello, Gerald here.
Hello, Doris. Doris, it's me, Walter.
How are you, old man?
All right, thanks.
Listen, Simon, I had to ring you up to find out how you got on with that fabulous new girl last night.
Not too bad. There were one or two things I couldn't quite get hold of.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I know the kind of girl, yes. Where did you take her? Somewhere exotic?
Sainsbury's.
Bianca Jagger goes there, doesn't she?
I think the best thing I can do, dear, is to go through the list with you.
Yes, that's a good idea. So what was she like? I mean, what sort of girl?
A French bread.
Oh.
Bloomers too large.
What, kept slipping down, you mean? Oh, well, if you will go ice skating, you will keep slipping down, won't you? Yeah.
And rolls for 20p.
She doesn't. What did you say her name was?
Hovis.
I think I know her. Listen, isn't she pregnant at the moment, though?
No current bands, dear. No, they've run out. A tin of something for the cat.
This all sounds very fishy to me, old sport. Very fishy indeed. Did you say her parents were in oil?
Yes, the Pilchards.
Oh, she sounds a right little raver. I don't know how she had the energy.
She said the milkman hadn't been round yet.
Well, that would explain it, of course, yeah. What did you do?
I had to get sterilized.
Good God.
To be on the safe side, I'll put them in the fridge when I get back.
Well, rather you than me, old chap.
Now, where was I?
So, she took you home and gave you a nightcap, did she? I see.
Yes, dear.
What sort? What?
Yes.
That sounds a bit of a puffy drink, old chap.
Was all she had, fairy liquid.
Oh, I see. She had the bitter lemon and you had something stronger.
Yes, 3 tins of curry powder.
Yes, just to keep you going, eh? You lucky devil, I wish I'd been there. What sort of perfume was she wearing? Something really exotic?
Salt and vinegar and smoky bacon.
Making a pig of herself, was she?
Oh, sorry, that was a mistake, dear.
She was what? Wearing a cross-your-heart bra?
I thought it said OXO.
I see, sir. So you naturally took the opportunity of having a quick...
Butchers, yes, dear, yes. Yes, I didn't forget the steaks.
You saw her do what to the bra?
Fill it. With 2 portions of sirloin. Yes, I did make sure they were tender, dear, yes.
So I see you had her sitting there, nicely on the boil. Then what did you do?
I went across the road for some apples.
That's all you need, isn't it? I mean, that is all you need. A dog leaping up into your lap.
Yes, the crunchy sort. With the yellow skin, you know.
Golden retriever.
Golden delicious.
I bet he bites people, doesn't he?
And cocks his pippins.
Yes, I'm sure. What a terrible thing to happen. So what exactly did you say?
My 3 minutes is up. I'll have to go, dear.
That's about all you could say, I suppose.
Yes, dear.
Listen, you haven't told me yet, Simon, what this girl does for a living. What? She what? She works at Sainsbury's.
You forgot your champagne water, darling.
That's for us, dear, later.
I say, Simon, is this girl about 6 foot tall, blonde, big blue eyes, and other things to match?
Look, dear, I'm going to be late. I've got a fair bit to see to.
I should forget it all, Simon. I'm sorry, old sport, you've been short-changed. My little basket.
George, the tap's leaking, the telly man's repossessed your electric organ, and the dog's done it again. Welcome home. Me and Lil have gone to Brighton, your loving wife Ede. P.S. Your dinner's down the chip shop. That's charming, isn't it? Charming. Down the chip shop. Cool.
Have you in?
Hey?
You back, George?
No, still down there, Sid. What you're staring at now is one of those uncanny encounters of the 3rd Division, see? Probably due to the time warp on the A33 between Croydon and the coast. Of course I'll back you, Burke.
Has a week gone already, then?
Yes, time flies, Sidney.
Good thing elephants don't. I've got it.
Have you? Have you been anywhere with it?
I thought I'd show it to you first.
I don't want to see it.
Well, I thought you might be interested, didn't I? I've never had a racing pigeon before.
Racing pigeon? You bought a racing pigeon? You don't like birds, you're illogical to feathers, ain't you?
Well, I know that, but this one was going cheap.
Well, all birds go cheap.
Now, I mean, the fellow only wanted 25 quid for it, and it's a real champion.
Who sold it you?
Fella down the pub, you know.
Oh, dear. Not that chap who sold you that great big lump of black moon rock.
Yeah, that's him. The Coleman.
He's done you again, hasn't he? Hey?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he has. I remember when he sold you that Elizabeth I wristwatch.
Look, George, that was a genuine antique, you know.
In the time of Elizabeth I, they didn't have digital watches, did they?
Well, that's probably why it didn't work. I mean, you couldn't ask for more proof than that, could you? Listen, I'll bring it in then and let you...
Go on, let's have a look at this champion then. Go on.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. Come on then. There we are. That's it. Come on then. Come, that's it. Yeah, we're a bit nervous, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's highly strung.
Come on.
That's it. That's it. There we are.
It's a duck.
Hey?
It's a duck.
Where?
Where? In the cage, it's a duck.
He's a racing pigeon.
Oh, it's a duck. Look, it's got webbed feet, unless you bought it a pair of flippers, have you?
Don't go on. That's them feet of his. That's kind of what's the name? Streamlining.
What, aerodynamics?
That kind of thing, yeah.
Oh, it's a duck. He's done you again, the Coleman. He has. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. I remember that time he sold you that day-old golden Labrador pup. Turned out to be an hamster.
Look, George, that was a genuine mistake on his part, be fair.
Yeah, well, that's his maybe. That's his maybe. I shouldn't try and join the Pigeon Fanciers Association with that thing, innit?
This is no everyday, ordinary racing pigeon, I tell you.
I know, it's an everyday duck.
It is an Argentinian racing pigeon.
Yeah, Argentinian racing codswallop. Look, he's got a bill instead of a beak, isn't it?
That's its beak. He was in one of these night races over the Argentinian pampas. And he ran into a mountain. That's what's happened to him.
What do you feed him on then?
Fish? It's a duck. It's a Argentinian. Look, I took it out for a test flight.
Yeah.
It flies just like a pigeon.
Oh, yeah, fast, is it?
Oh, fast. I should say it's not very fast, no. As a matter of fact, he was overtaken by a couple of sparrows, but he's got some stamina.
Oh, yeah.
I was out looking for him for hours, I was.
Were you? Where'd you find him?
Over the duck pond.
It's a duck, isn't it?
It's an Argentinian fish.
Look at the... See, he's waggling the back of himself. Look at that. Look at that. It's just like a Teddy boy's haircut in the back there, isn't it?
Don't say things like that in front of him. You'll offend him.
No, I doubt if he cares. See, it'll be like water off an Argentinian racing pigeon's back to him. Has he got a name, has he?
Yeah. Donald.
It's a duck.
It's a race.
Look, let's be fair. Let's face facts, shall we? Look, it's got waterproof feathers. It's got webbed feet. It's got a bill instead of a beak. You feed it on fish and you find it on a duck pond. And it quacks.
It's a duck!
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
What am I going to do with it now?
Well, there's only one thing to do with it, isn't there, eh? You've got to take it over the park and you give it his freedom. Tell you what, I'll come with you. I've got to give the greyhound a run.
Oh, yeah?
I'm teaching it to hunt, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Hunt what?
Ducks. Come on, Jet, come on.
Oh, yeah. Good heavens, if I thought I could sing like that, I'd have the operation tomorrow. And if my wife is listening, I'm just joking. I have to say that because my wife has just won a do-it-yourself surgery outfit. In her favourite magazine, The Lancet it is. Or the Outpatients Weekly or something, anyway. She does read a lot of that sort of thing because she does enjoy a lot of ill health. There's nothing she enjoys as much as a bit of ill health. Mind you, when I think about it, and I often do, I suppose it's all something to do with the fact that her family have always been closely connected with the medical profession, you know, either as doctors or patients, you know. And sometimes both. For instance, her father, my wife's father this is, was in the Army Medical Corps and he met his end when he fell out of bed. No, I'm not going to embroider on that. My father never liked his end embroidered upon. No. Would you? To each his own, I suppose. My wife's father, in the Army Medical Corps, met his end when he fell out of bed examining a patient. So that was... And he was court-martialed posthumously, and his ashes were reduced to the ranks. Anyway, about these competitions she's won. I went home the other night. You know how you do things on impulse. She was very excited, you know, the old Lucozade was out. Because apparently, she has won no less than 2 competitions. She had won the competition called Spot the Gynecologist. And she'd won another competition where you have 6 pictures of doctors and you have to place them in the order in which they should be struck off. She's really, really thrilled with herself. She's won the 2 prizes. She's won a prize. She's won an evening out with a male nurse who has his end embroidered upon. And 2, she has won, have 2 of your friends certified for Christmas. Poor old Bob and Joyce Larkin are in for a bit of a shock. And, of course, the surgery for beginners outfit. Now, I must say the surgery outfit looks very impressive. I mean, I don't suppose you could take your leg off or anything, but I bet you could make a nasty mess of your ankle. That's actually actually nothing to do with the reason I was asked to come here, you know, and talk tonight. Now, however, hundreds of people, every week, you know, write to me. Honestly, hundreds of people write to me. Let's be honest, every week nobody writes to me. To me, a pool scooping is a fan letter. I get letters from my mother addressed to whom it may concern. There is one letter I get every week from a fellow who says, leave £3 in used notes under a flat stone in the middle of Hampstead Heath. And I'm not sure if he's got the negatives. But it's a day out for the kids. But someone did write to ask if I would tell the first joke I ever told professionally. Yeah. And anyone who suspects that this is a contrived excuse to tell an old joke, this letter can be examined after the show. Over my dead body. But I do happen to remember that it was a joke about a parrot and a conjurer. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, good God, he's not going to tell that old parrot and conjurer joke. Because that is exactly what the producer said. The producer of the show, he said, take my advice, Ducky, he said. Take my advice, Ducky. Perhaps some of you noticed our producer when you came in, did you? The chap with the earphones, you know, and the red dress. Anyway, that needn't worry you. Worries us, but it needn't worry you. He said, take my advice if you know what's good for you. He said, if you must tell old parrot jokes, tell them the favourite one about the old lady and the parrot, which is a story I'd never heard before. And apparently it is about an old lady who lives at the top of this, that's why it's called The Old Lady and the Parrot, who lives at the top of this tenement block with her parrot. And she's going out one day, you see, and she says to the parrot, now, Polly, she said, Mummy's going to pop down to the shops for a minute. Pathetic, isn't it? Nothing like an old lady talking to a parrot. Anyway, she said, I'm going down to the shops, and if anyone calls, you must remember to shout out, who is it? Who is it? Thus giving the impression that the place is occupied, so that it will not be turned over by the local ne'er-do-wells in my absence. Now, be a good parrot. If you're a good parrot, I'll get you some nice polyfiller. So off she goes, silly old fool, and who should knock at the door? Who should knock at the door but the insurance man? And the parrot says, who is it? And he shouts through the letterbox, it's the insurance man. And the parrot says, who is it? He says, it's the insurance man. And they go on like this for a time until frustration and excitement, coupled with a long walk up the stairs, which I forgot to mention, is too much for the poor insurance man, and he collapses on the ground. And he's still there when the old lady comes back, you know. And she looks down at him lying there and she says, who is it? And the parrot from inside shouts, it's the insurance man!
Guten Abend. Good afternoon. Good evening. My name is Professor Gewester Umfanger Pitten. And tonight we have a Swedish lesson for you, but with a difference. It is in Norwegian. Now I expect some of you are wondering why I am dressed as a waiter. It is because tonight our lesson is entitled In the Restaurant, or as we say in Sweden, in the restaurant. But before we go over to the scene, let me explain that as we act out our little drama for you, there will be on the screen subtitles, which, as you know, are used in Swedish films and which are necessary to explain to the English people what is going on in the bedroom scenes. Now, to make it easier, we spell it out for you. We use only one letter for each word. Now, this also helps with the pronunciation. Instead of putting thus, hello, we put thus, L-O. You see, and similarly, here we have P-T. You see, P-T. And here we have C-T. C-T. And here we have another picture for you. Now, come with me and we will begin the lesson. L-O L-O R-U-B-C Yes, we are BC.
L-O
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 F-U-N-E-X
Yes, VFX
F-U-N-E-M
9
I-F-C-D-M
VFN10EM
B-F-M
Oh
C-D-M
OS VFM
Okay M-N-X
MNX
F-U-N-E-T
1T
1-T
Okay MX and T MX and T for 1
V-F-N-10-E-X
You said U-F-X
YFNUNEX
I-F-E-10-M
Silly cow.
Here. What? No, you told me the doctor said you could only have 2 points a day. That's right, yeah. Well, your missus tells me you have half a dozen. Yeah, that's right, yeah. How come? Well, I went to 2 other doctors and they both allowed me 2 points.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure now to propose a toast to the bride and groom. These 2 young people are the full flower of their love. I know that Arthur has made a good father, will make a good father. As the past 3 months, the next 6, but the future will show. He brings to us love, respect, and an income of 6,000, an income with which to support her. And he has already shown that he can put her in the family way of life to which she has been accustomed. And we drink to Arthur, as he's always drunk to us. And my lady wife and myself consider ourselves well rid of any fears we may have had apart. Ever since our Alice brought him home, he's had it away. He's had away with him, which has endeared as himself to us. I'm so glad he's agreed to marry Alice, as she was expecting. Yeah. As she was expecting him to. These 2 young people, always on the verge of married life. She's absolutely full of hope. And I'm sure it'll come out all right. And him, known and revered in the neighborhood, a man of substance and lechery, lecturing at the college in the evening. And that's not all. May we raise our glasses for much success to Arthur with the bridesmaid. And as the car waits to rush her to the maternity, to their maternal home. In conclusion, your mother and I wish you a happy and secret honeymoon. May you thoroughly enjoy your confinement.
An 8p ice cream cornet, please.
What flavour?
Cheese and onion.
Cheese and onion? We don't have cheese and onion.
All right, then, smoky bacon?
We don't have smoky bacon either. They don't make ice creams in them flavours.
Well, you used to have.
We didn't.
Yeah, well, what have you got then?
We got strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, dairy vanilla, nut sundae, fruit whip, Cornish cream, plum surprise, rhubarb full, knickerbocker glory, crunchy toffee, brittle, neapolitan, cosmopolitan, marshmallow, spearmint, coffee continental, orange, lemon, lime, lychee, pineapple, pomegranate and ugly fruit.
Is that all?
That's all, yeah.
I'm sure you used to do salt and vinegar.
No, we never did salt and vinegar, ever.
You used to do?
No, we didn't. Never, ever since I worked here have we done salt and vinegar ice cream.
Well, how long have you worked here, then?
3 weeks. And we've never, ever done salt and vinegar ice cream.
Well, I think you're deluding yourself, and you should have. All right, I'll have something else. Sorry, what did you say you had again?
We've got strawberry, vanilla, blueberry, blackberry, gooseberry, full apple, charlotte, marmalade, onion, lemon, glycerine and menthol, sugared almond, flaky apricot, bigger knocker, glory, banana, golly grapefruit, bright water and green gaze jelly.
Do you serve any of those without walnut chippings?
No, we haven't got no walnut chippings, but you could have them without chocolate sprinkle.
I don't like chocolate sprinkle, I only like them without walnut chippings.
Well, we haven't got any walnut chippings, so you can't have them without walnut chippings, can you?
Well, you don't seem to have anything, do you? You haven't got smoky bacon, you haven't got cheese and onion.
Look, they don't make ice cream in them flavours, I've told you that before.
Oh, all right, I'll have something different. I'll have a packet of crisps.
What flavour?
Raspberry ripples.
Good evening. I'm the Minister of Cuts. I represent the National Institute of Cutting Known Economic Resources, Double Urgent, or Knickers to You. Now, what does all this mean? Well, firstly, we've cut the armed services. And here's the new streamlined Army Brigade. 2 men, one to fire the gun, and the other to ask for the bullet back. And Lance Corporal Hackett has reported sick. What's more, we're putting the army on a 1-day week, so unless the Russians attack on a Monday, we'll be closed. Now, the Navy will remain on at full strength, but we will be using a cheaper missile launcher from Scotland. There it is. Members of the RAF will still be up there flying, although a much greater degree of skill will be demanded of them, as there won't be any aeroplanes. Now, what is wrong with this picture? Yes, you've spotted it. It's not the real Queen. As an economy, many famous people are being replaced by robots. And here is a bionic Clement Freud. It doesn't move, but it's indistinguishable from the real thing. We already have 4 Michael Heseltines sitting on various committees. There they are. Androids, I hear you cry. And you can get them if you sit on too many committees. And what about overproduction? Well, this is the European jockstrap mountain, sometimes known as St. Michael's Mount. Tightening of our hold on underpants should lead to a slackening off in production. Now, transport. People have pointed out that due to cuts, the London Scunthorpe motorway only goes as far as my home in Potter's Bar. Well, who wants to go to Scunthorpe anyway? And it will be extended as soon as I move to Royston. Now, this ticket here is British Rail's new Stay Away Day. How does it work? Well, you travel to a secret destination and we close down the line before you come back. The Trans-Siberian Railway is open, of course, so you can still go to the Urals, but not while the train is standing in the station. And we'll cut education. Eton and Harrow will come down to half size and merge with Sandwich College.
So we'll get a narrow harrow and a half-eaten sandwich. Sport, well, here's a new government racket. There it is for cheaper doubles. Wimbledon will be simplified this year. In the mixed doubles, Joan Collins will play with everyone. Danny LaRue will play in the mixed singles. And McEnroe will provide his own ball boys. But where do you come in? Well, there are many ways to cut your outgoings. Cut your heating costs by using night storage solar panels. Yes, that takes a little longer, that one. Now, if you have to dial the speaking clock, wait till 6 and get the cheaper rates. And do use these new economical inventions. Here we are, the ultimate oven-ready chicken. It has roller skates instead of feet, instant meals on wheels. There we go. Now, our metal saving scheme here, the metal saving scheme, there it is. We put holes in all the tins. Here, for example, is a lovely tin of cock-a-leaky soup. Yes, soup in a basket. Plenty of leaky, but very little of anything else. And lastly, government. Parliament will be halved and many members cut down to size, including Mr. Foote, who will be reduced to 6 inches. The Liberal Party will be allowed only 3 seats, which means there'll only be room for Cyril Smith. Well, there you have it. I myself am going back to Whitehall now, and by tonight I shall be completely cut myself. But who cares? Tell you the truth, I'm half cut already. Good night. And so to our first contender. Good evening, your name please.
Good evening.
In your first heat, your chosen subject was answering questions before they were asked. This time, you have chosen to answer the question before last each time. Is that correct?
Charlie Smithers.
And your time starts now. What is paleontology?
Yes, absolutely correct.
What's the name of the directory that lists members of the peerage?
A study of old fossils.
Correct. Who are Len Murray and Sir Geoffrey Howe?
Burks.
Correct. What is the difference between a donkey and an ass?
One's a trade union leader, the other's a member of the cabinet.
Correct. Complete the quotation, to be or not to be?
They're both the same.
Correct. What is Bernard Manning famous for?
That is the question.
Correct. Who is the present Archbishop of Canterbury?
He is a fat man who tells blue jokes.
Correct. What do people kneel on in church?
The Right Reverend Robert Runcie.
Correct. What do tarantulas prey on?
Hassocks.
Correct. What would you use a ripcord to pull open?
Large flies.
Correct. What sort of a person lived in Bedlam?
A parachute.
Correct. What is a jockstrap?
A nutcase.
For what purpose would a decorator use methylene chlorides?
A form of athletic support.
Correct. What did Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec do?
Paint strippers.
Correct. Who is Dean Martin?
He's a kind of artist.
Yes. What sort of artist?
Pass.
That's near enough. What make of vehicle is the standard London bus?
A singer.
Correct. In 1892, Brandon Thomas wrote a famous long-running English farce. What was it?
British Leyland.
Correct. Complete the following quotation. I started, so I'll finish. Complete the following quotation about Mrs. Thatcher. Her heart may be in the right place, but her...
Charlie's aunt.
Correct. And you scored 18 without practicing.
young and fair, and bold Sir John was gay. He said, I'll tread the morning dew to take the air and listen to the twittering of the birds all day, the bumblebees at play.
The twit, the twit, the twit, the
twittering of the birds all day,
the bumblebees at play.
So bold Sir John, he went his way, observing nature's farce. Dear Mother Earth, oh tell me pray, why elephants live so long, they say. Your flies live but a day, then they drop dead upon the grass.
Your flies, your flies, your flies,
live but a day, then they
drop dead, drop dead,
drop dead, drop dead, drop dead upon the grass. Now bold Sir John, he met a maid, as on her back she lay. Please show respect and come not near, for I've seen many a maiden here get lost among the new mown hay. So doff your hat, I pray.
Get lost, get lost, get lost, get lost, get lost
among the new mown hay.
Sawed off, sawed off, sawed off,
sawed off your hat, I pray. When bold Sir John returned home, they gave him gin to try. Nay, fill me not with liquor up, nor give me grain nor grape to sup. For cowslips dew into my cup, a Puritan am I.
Poor cow, poor cow, poor cow, poor cow,
cowslips dew into my cup,
a pure, a pure, a pure, Puritan am I. Poor cow, poor cow, poor cow, poor cow,